Hey guys, this is me and George. We just now finished a Katabon game. I've taken them down to 2 stones. This is our first game at 2 stones. I'm white. Let's have a look. At this point, I didn't want to start. I'd like to play this Joseki. I would like this. But my concern is if he starts playing Mirago, it's really hard for me to break out of making it even for him. So I just went 3-3 to break the board. Stabilize, giving him this move if he wants it. Okay.
Do you think me coming up at Q5 is kind of necessary? Otherwise, you can push me down? Or is that not much of a concern?
I see. So George is asking, considering Black's position in the upper right, is this somehow too low? Good question. The move by itself certainly fits everything, so I wouldn't be able to say that it's bad for Black allowing White to do that, but this looks good for Black, so seems fine. Nothing else is missing, right? So why not? And I still don't want to do this because it's Mirago, so I play this way.
So that's really a concern for you, Mirago. I don't know much about Mirago, but
if you start playing Mirago, then we have equality everywhere, and you're 2 stones ahead.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a losing proposition to me. So I went out of my way to break that, yeah.
I know there's an episode in Hikaru no Go with Mirago, right? And then I think the way that the player gets out of it is by playing Tengen, I believe, perhaps.
Yeah, but they were playing ridiculous moves. The opponent played ridiculous moves to make sure it was Mirago, at which point, if you're going to play Mirago, then I'll just capture a group. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Yeah, that was just a silly example. He was playing like a 15Q, 20Q. Okay, so how did you choose this move?
I wanted to play a practical move, and also playing in that corner is only the second move in that corner. If I was to play in the top left, for example, it'd be the third move in the corner. So that was going through my mind.
I see.
I liked that it was doing something that was practical. If I push down its E16, it's hard for me to know that it's going to actually amount to something.
Okay. Now this thing, George is saying this is the third move in the corner, and second move in the corner tends to be bigger. Now, that is true, but don't put too much emphasis on that. Now, this move really bothered me. This was hard for me. So I like the move. But if you had something you wanted to do, feel free. It's a nice patient move. Nothing wrong with it at all. But if you had something you wanted to do, that breaks the rule right there.
Yeah, sure. It somehow felt perhaps a little bit too early to invest myself into the right-hand side, but I don't know.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. But after you came in, I felt like I had to just switch plans altogether because doing anything constructive there seemed to be too much to ask somehow, but we'll get there.
Okay. I am concerned about the left. I'm thinking one more move, it's pretty hard to come in. And yet coming in right now seems too early for me. I really felt a burden here. So I play here. You finish your corner. Now I'm very burdened on the left, especially knowing this might come up real soon. So I start an attack, hoping I can maintain Sente. I wasn't sure. Boom, boom. You can just live anytime you want. So I'm not about to press these moves for now. So I play this. It's good territorially, and it starts an attack on your group. And you play this right off. Man, look at that left side. I'm like, holy cow, how can I possibly win this game? The pressure against your A group is rather minimal right now. I mean, there's a little bit, but not much. Pressure on your B group, okay, something there. Again, it's pretty easy for you.
I nearly pushed once at N16, but I know that's not necessarily Sente, because you can connect at P18
Right.
when I capture that stone.
Right.
Um,
Pushing at C is going to be Sente. Pushing at
Yeah.
D, I mean, I'll respond. But your move's pretty big. I don't see any loss for black yet. We see the two full handicap stones on the left. So all good so far, it seems. In here, excellent.
well, Mons, what do you mean about that? You see the two handicap stones on the left?
I mean to say that there's no black stone on the board that looks out of place.
Yeah.
And you started with two stones. Where do we see that profit? We see it on the left. Massive black moya.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. This one I didn't get.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play A, B, C, anything here for defense. This, I don't get at all. It's not defense, you're alive.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can ignore
I
it.
think I was worried that you might be able to play something that would mean I have to live in Gote in the corner.
I see.
And
So
I
you
also,
don't want to
I
get
think
grounded. Okay.
and I also kind of thought that I could capture you at R8, but I don't think I can, right? It was a misread.
Maybe, yeah. Clearly it bothers my stones.
Mm.
So if I play here, that's not much of a Sente move, right? You live, assuming you even, I mean, I don't know the Carpenter Square very well, but yeah. So I don't see that as a problem for black. The idea of, oh, getting surrounded. Well, you do whatever. The Carpenter Square doesn't work yet. I have to have, so yeah. You remove a head in the corner. So this is just
Yeah.
start of a problem.
Yeah.
So I want my white stones to live maybe in Sente. So press, and here you're giving up the group. Wow.
I
Doesn't make
I was kind of like imagining if I have strength at B, I don't really see that group doing much. I'm already pressing you down, so I'm just thinking about that. You know what Chris often talks about Kakashi moves. They look like Kakashi moves in a way.
So
They're
you're
kind of
saying
pressing you down to the corner.
your intent is to give them up because they're forcing moves.
Kind of, yeah. And I also thought that it would take some effort for you to capture them anyway, and it leaves RG left over.
That's actually excellent. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
And because of them, that allowed you to live on top. So I would say that's excellent. That being the case, is this a good start? So you're giving them up. Now what? Well, this does capture the two and make all the Aji work on the right. That is to say, now if I don't kill the A stone, you're just going to connect up or something.
Yeah.
So no, I like it.
Yeah.
So I think B is slow, but I think C looks good. I'll play, and you start the attack. I kill. I hate to go through all that effort and you just walk out anytime you want. And you start pressing. It's good for the outside. It's good for the left. It's good. It's not. And we'll see about killing white.
Couldn't you now press like once at G4 just to kind of break my shape before taking?
Today?
Yeah, before your move, before the move, yeah, press now at J4.
J4.
J4. Yeah. Just so I don't have such a clean move when I come back.
Well, I don't like it because it's like I don't see a lot of room for running here. If I thought,
I can play F3, right?
if I have a position here, let's just say you go for life, I run out, you connect under, something where I have a position. Well, then, yeah, it's making sense because there's a place to run. I didn't like it if I didn't have any place to run. And I still think it's hard to kill my stones. So I come up, U-turn, which is a lot of meaningfulness to that move. Helps your bottom left corner dramatically, I think. So there's just no running in that direction at all. Here, man, I highly question my move here. It looks great, but that's not cash at all in there. I mean, I could play this way, but then it just means you're going to just walk in. So this is the only move I could come up with. Sorry. I expected you to give them up like this.
Didn't think about that.
To me, that's a good picture of I spent so many moves to capture the forcing moves. To me, that's picture perfect.
But I guess then that consolidates the whole top as well. But maybe that's your right anyway.
Well, then we say if we play it your way, then you get this Aji. And that means, oh, by the way, if I continue this way, Sente, Sente, I do not want you having all that Sente. So I back off, and you still can't get out, but you don't get the Sente anymore. So playing A means I have to come back and cut at B, giving you a second move on top. So, you know the proverb, when you're sacrificing one stone, make it two. Where here you're sacrificing the A group and you add a B stone, and I had to come back and spend an extra move because of it. So, I mean, it's worked out way beyond me right and wrong, but this sure worked out. I'll make it hard on you. You get your Sente going on. You look alive, so I go to the rest of the game. At this point, I kind of assumed I didn't have a chance. This was a nice move. Where did you know this move?
Yeah, I've seen it before. I think I've played it times as well.
Yeah. Where's my ko? I don't see the ko anymore. Yeah, it's a good, if you have thickness, which you do, this is a great killing move. Thought I'd try a little Aji, not much there. And it looked like I could live. So you spent 1, 2, 3, 4 extra moves. It's what it seems like to kill. And white still lives. That was my hope, is that I would still find some life here. This was big. Oh, cleans up your entire center. That was big. That worried me. And then I start testing your, good time to take some points.
I thought you could have killed me. I think if you go back a couple of moves. Yeah, if you play L,
control. Go ahead and show me.
I think if you play L17 now, I can't live.
Oh, I saw something like that.
Yeah, here.
And then it went away. So I can kill you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I was very relieved when you played here.
Oh man, I read this so many times, and one of the times I caught a whiff of just a second, and I never saw it again. Gotta tell you, old age isn't for sissies. If you didn't know that. Okay, this is Sente to kill me, I believe. So I was happy to get this in. It's pretty big.
That was small, isn't it? Yeah.
This is big. It's real potential for walking out here. Big. Now, these stones are double gote, so pretty small, 6 points. Big.
This was nice.
Big. You can press first. I can't cut.
True.
So I have to play here, then Atari. It's a couple extra points. That's 2 points. And I won by 5. Well, down to 3.
Yeah.
It's just a time suji.
Yeah.
They're important.
And I should have just captured, I think, right?
Yeah, just capture.
Yeah.
So this is a snapback, but if you capture, it's 6 clean points.
Yeah.
But now you get Sente versus Gote. So I should probably just walk away now. and keep my sente. It's just so cute playing a double snapback. I couldn't help myself. Just a bunch of in-game. This was big.
Yeah.
This cut here. I'm getting points on the outside and forcing you to play inside.
Yeah.
If you don't play it, oh man, this is getting really tough. So you played it right away. Good for you. Now we're going to get to one little bit of an interesting spot here. So I take the co, fill the co, use up the liberty. Okay, so if you do nothing, it's kind of tricky. You can't play this way, you just die. So Atari down, you live. And this is nothing for me. Okay, so I did this. You live.
Maybe not necessary for me to live straight away.
Well, let's look at, well, if you do it this way, then yeah. If you do it this way, then there's something of a problem. Yeah, you die. So as long as you keep me down to 2 liberties,
yeah,
it's better. You lived. So I thought, well, how do these 2 Ajis work together? Well, just pressing the Aji, Tari, and then I passed because there's just nothing left to try. That was a fun little try. And you're down to sudden death, you know? It's like, oh my God, I only have a few seconds. Okay, viewers, I hope you enjoyed our mistakes and our attempt to play in a good direction and in good areas. Okay, George, thanks.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.